takes equal intercepts with the x-axis at A and the y-axis at B. Does anybody know what the word equal intercepts means? Anybody know? It means that this green line will be the same length as this pink line. They're essentially the same length. So I'll give you an example, right? I'll show you two equal intercepts on a graph. An equal intercept could be c minus 5. And where would I have to cross up here? What do you reckon? Everybody see 5? That's an example of an equal intercept. Can anybody give me another equal intercept? What about minus 3 and plus 3? Everybody see that? What about minus 1 and 1? What do you know about every line? They're all parallel, aren't they? Okay. Next thing. What exactly is going on with this graph? What is the slope? Is what I'm looking at here. Well, actually quite easy. You're going to find it's a slope of 1. I'll tell you why. You could do the slope formula. You could do that as 0, 3, and you do that as minus 3, 0. And you could do x1, y1, and x2, y2. And you could put any of those imaginary points into your slope formula, and it will give you a slope of 1. Now I'll tell you how I know it's a slope of 1. To get from here to here, across 1 and up 1. Yeah. So if I want to go from this red point here to this red point here, across 3 and what's 3 divided by 3? 1. So I know the slope of 1. If you guys wanted to do the slope formula, you could do that. See the way I had to make up numbers to show that as a slope of 1? Okay, not easy to imagine. So this was a really hard question that year. It really went wrong for them. So the slope is 1. Everybody got that? Now, imagine you didn't know how to answer this question. What should you do in the test? Just put in any old slope you want. And you get the first question wrong, but when you carry that slope into the next question, you'll still be given marks. Does everyone understand that trick? That if you can't get the first question right, just make up an answer and move on as if that answer is correct. That makes sense? All right. What is P exactly? Equation of P. What is P? I'm underlining here. What is it? P is a. So it's looking for the equation of a. What is the equation of a line? We okay with that? Okay. Now pick a point. Pick a point that's on P. What point do we know is on P? We know 1, 5 is on P. So for argument's sake, that's the point 1, 5. So we have our x1 and y1 value, don't we? Okay. What's the only thing we're missing? Do we have it from part 1? What is it? 1. Now, anybody who did my videos, I know the lads who did, what do I keep saying about all this gibberish here at the end? It's the only thing you really need to worry about. See that part there? 0's on the right, everything else is on the left. That's all you need to worry about. 0's on the right, everything else is on the left. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, maths is all about accuracy. Yep. Here, 1, 5. All right. So what am I going to do? Bring it all over one side, haven't I? What do we get then? Minus x plus y. And what's minus 5 plus 1? That's one possible answer. What's the other possible answer? If any of you have been listening to me recently. And no, that's for a quadratic equation. But you can multiply both sides by minus. And another possible answer would be this one here. You can have both versions of this answer. It doesn't matter. So for those of you who don't know what I did there, 5 minus 2 is 3. I multiplied both sides by minus. And the balance is essentially maintained. Doesn't matter what it looks like, the balance is the same. All right. So blue answer down left and red answer down the bottom right are both good answers. Cool? Now, all right, let's try this out. See the word perpendicular? Perpendicular, yeah? If I had a slope of 3/4, what's perpendicular to 3/4? Anybody know? What's perpendicular to 3/4? Slope of 3/4. Yeah. Huh? -4/3. If it's a positive fraction, it has to be a negative fraction for it to be every time that. What's perpendicular to 5? Or technically 5/1? Exactly. You cool with that? What's perpendicular to 1? -1. Because 1 is 1/1. Just turn it upside down. That's the sign. But does everyone understand the slope we're going to use? It has to be perpendicular to a slope of 1. And because it has to be perpendicular to a slope of 1, what can we say? We're going to be using a slope of -1. You cool with that? Okay. So slope is -1. What point is on the line? And what's it looking for? Equation of Q. What type of object is Q? How do I know that? Exactly. So we're going to do exactly the same thing as last time. Then does it specify what way I have to draw the equation of the line in this question? So you get full marks for that, wouldn't you? You would. It doesn't tell you have to have the 0 on its own. I always tend to put 0 on. Any questions? Is it intersection? Ouch. That's a pile of gibberish, isn't it? Okay, let's control what we can. How do you find out where? Do we know what point C is? Do we know its coordinates? See this point C here? We don't know. We don't know how much it is, do we? No. I don't know if it's a midpoint. It will turn out to be a midpoint, but I can't do that yet. So here's what happens. Anytime you have two lines, we can find their point of intersection by doing a simultaneous equation. See these two lines here? See two of them? X minus y. I'm going to bring the 4 on your side. So I'm going to use x minus y equals -4. Is that clear, you guys? So they're the two equations I'm going to use. X plus y equals 0 and x minus y equals -4. So I'm going to use x plus y equals 0. How did I know to do that? What's the key word that triggered me off? The two lines are intersecting each other. Therefore, find the point of intersection. It's got to be a simultaneous equation of two lines. Right, they made it quite easy on me. Add straight down, what happens? What you get? Equals -4 and x equals -2. Okay, and we need to get the y value as well. So sum it back in. If the x value is -2, what would the y value have to be? Cause that to be equal to 0. Y value will be 2. So we know that this point is the point -2, 2. Okay. Now I'm going to go back to the diagram from earlier, and I'm gonna chop and paste it onto this page because we need to be able to see it and figure out what's going on. Okay, so here it is. All right. Do something else. Yep, current page. Here you are. I'm going to chop it and paste it. I'm not going to lie. Part C, anybody who gets part C completely out should be doing honors level. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to figure out how, with minimum effort, can we get a temp marks. How can we get a temp marks for this question? I think we've already got a temp mark, haven't we? Why? We had the point of intersection, didn't we? Okay. When you use the word congruent, what does congruent mean? We would have done this at the start of sixth year. It means the two triangles should be identical to each other. Similar means the same shape. Identical congruent means identical. So myself and a joint statue of myself are similar proportions. But if I stand beside a wax museum version of me where we're exactly the same size, then we'd say we're congruent. So I had to prove that the green triangle is exactly the same as the red triangle. Ever cool with that? Does anybody remember the letters you're going to write down? Yeah, that much. SA. S, what's that stand for? Side angle. SSS. Side, side, side. And the next one? ASA. Anybody? What? RHS. Right angle. Hypotenuse. And one side. Now guys, here's what we're going to do. As it turns out, what type of triangle are we dealing with? God said they're perpendicular, didn't it? Didn't it say they're perpendicular earlier? So what does that mean? If they're perpendicular, what does that mean? Both triangles are right angles. See that? Now here's what we're going to say. Angle ACO. Which one's the angle ACO? You go from A to C to O. It's that one there. It's the same as what? Angle BCY. Both 90 degrees. Cool. That is what we call R. Next thing we're looking for is the hypotenuse. What are the two hypotenuses? What are they? AO and we decided that they're equal intercepts, aren't they? So they have to be the same length. If you're completely lost, don't worry. Everybody completely lost in this section. Is there one side left that we can say is the same? Is there a common side in both triangles? What do you reckon? CO and CO again. Common side. All right.